But sometimes things happen that you couldn't escape it, and you've tried for years and years and years.
And that's exactly what Eb did. He tried
for a long,
because I've known him
time.
since he was 25.
Long time.
And he's been trying and trying and trying, and I saw him try and try and try.
I have lots of voice notes of him just going off and breaking down my comedy. You know the thing about your comedy, my brother. Let me tell you something. Okay, I hope I'm not saying this wrong, man.
Why are you doing an impersonation of? You do impersonations.
Who is this?
I have to say, Ebenhaezer is one of the few comics I've ever seen come in with a freshly unique style of performance from the get.
This week has been tough.
It's been
And you feel like, can the world see how tough this is? I'm like, check us. I'm like, why is everyone talking?
But
Stop it, guys!
Like, I don't understand like fathers that they just don't go to see their children.
It's fitting in this costume right now.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is a triangle. This
I'm
is
serious.
if you are a father
them babies.
just father
Fucking father
go
them
to see
babies.
them. If you have nothing, go to see your kids. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Even if they got new glasses.
yeah, no, let's talk about it. My goodness.
Our baby
Okay,
boy,
Papa
what's
Pimp.
going on?
Papa Pimp wants to throw it at me.
No, but
Okay.
Thick are those glasses?
No,
Thick
man.
are those glasses?
No,
I didn't know. So
guys.
this whole time you were seeing nothing.
Are you? This is Censored-Ish. Hello,
You guys with your yellow skin, you are seeing light bulbs.
Wow.
My gosh.
Wow.
No, I'm blind, ne?
I am
Me
blind.
on a personal, I'm blind, ne?
Yeah.
Mara fucking hell.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, I
Nothing.
can see you guys.
No,
But
you
cannot
cannot.
see.
I can
You
see.
cannot.
Whoa.
No.
I feel squint.
No. You're gonna have to dress like this all the time. 'Cause
Jesus.
this is.
Punch,
Imagine
no.
this.
Punch. Oh, just
You look like a thin
it's
soul
a
penduga.
lot.
Don't do that.
When that diabetes is really getting in there.
yeah.
When that type 2 is really working now.
So inhliziyo ayisebenzi amehlo awasebenzi. Kusebenzani?
The heart is good
Ipipi
now.
njani?
Thank you very much.
right.
The heart is good
Ipipi right.
now.
Ipipi right, man.
We sorted that out too.
What had happened to it? Oh, it
It
was
had
stuck.
died, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
It was
stuck
stuck.
because inhliziyo ne pipi go one hand in hand.
Exactly.
You can't pump with.
You can't pump
No-
without pump.
No
with
heartbeat.
pump. The pump needs to pump
Pump.
for you to pump.
Yo, God have mercy on you, man.
Hallelujah.
This is not a good body.
This is a 5, ne?
This body does not work for you at
Five.
all.
5 ilenzi yakhe number 5.
Yes.
5.1, I think.
Mina guys.
On the one
This
side, the
eye-
other one is like a 4 something.
That doesn't make sense. This eye
Or something.
is a 2.7. This eye is a 2.
Should the 6 akusana next. 6 Stevie Wonder.
Okay, but
Stevie Wonder was
what's it
6.
5? Like, just what? 5 out of 10?
I don't know how many.
What's the numbers?
I don't know how many. I don't know what's the limit.
I think
But
it's
multi
20,
5.
20. It's 20.
I engage 20. What are you? Yeah, 2020 vision. Yes.
Shoot Maungu 5.
Yes.
We are counting down.
Yes, says
0.
15 to go.
0 is blind.
That is madness. How did you keep such a secret for so
The
long?
whole time, bro. We thought you were reading our WhatsApps.
No. He has
I
brain
wear
on his
contacts.
phone. This is him. It's like,
Uyazuma.
I wear contact lenses.
Uyazuma, mama.
when are we meeting today?
You know what was wild was after surgery, because I didn't
Which
have my
surgery?
glasses.
Yeah.
Wait,
Go massage. No, which surgery? The whole body.
So in the ICU,
What else
you
did they
don't
cut?
you don't have your glasses with you, and well, actually they ended up bringing my glasses, but first day, 2 days, you don't have your glasses with you and no contacts on, obviously, and you are tripping on wild medicine. Now imagine tripping, but you don't even know what you're seeing. What you're seeing is out of
Your
focus.
demons are blurry.
I don't think we could call it ICU because it's not ICU. Yours was just
I can't.
the death
Just
room.
the U. I was
You know
just
what
in the U.
My mind is
I'm
such in a dark
hospital
place
U.
because I don't even know how to start this. I'm like, you saw the last picture that Eb posted. The title was "Do you see me?"
Do you see me?
Was
Oh.
that
You know
for-
what? Was that for you?
That's dark. That's dark. That is dark.
Eb would have loved that one.
But do you see him? No. Do you see him? Oh, now we have to describe who Eb was to you. Like,
Phasha Tuneni. Yazibonga amazi, man.
So there was this painting, Yaga Rasta, and I think that's how you see Eb.
that's
Every
how you
day.
see him. Oh my! Did you see the eyebrow? With the eyebrow on the
Oh my
side.
goodness.
Matusha is
Of a
strong.
Rasta.
Rasta's painting
Oh.
suddenly makes sense. Do you think Masngamupa Amaspek Panch?
He'll see properly.
Yaman, me apologize
He
for
like,
hurting.
he starts looking at all the paintings like, ha!
Oh, Yaman,
What have
No
I done?
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna
What have I
repaint all
done?
of them.
Because it was like even complexion was getting it wrong. I was like, are you painting with mortuary makeup right now? Like, what's going on? What is going
No
on?
contour.
Nothing. The eyebrows are too thin and thick.
Elton Tutuzi ati ay man Rasta. Ebenhaezer didn't die of a stroke.
Not to have a stroke. Because one side is like,
Oh.
and the other side is okay. I was like,
How do you get this
Bojack was
part
like,
right?
Rasta's doing a great job. I was like, oh, you need a new prescription
Yeah.
on those
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
no. I think though, maybe because like when he was doing half the face,
Yeah.
it was going okay.
No, it did
and
look
then
good.
insango yati uya.
What?
What's
Kumulala
Eyebrows
Maspek ska punch. Utreshega.
Guys, to think ukuthi umuntu has, that type of future waiting for them.
Yeah.
Usazodwetshwa Rasta.
Yeah.
Shit. Fucking hell. Angeke uRasta kahambe kuqala kunami.
That's what I was thinking. I was making a short prayer. I was like,
Awungeke Rasta ngeke. Awungeke.
Tattoo
Tattoo
Rasta.
Rasta.
And then
Oh, I cannot go down like that, please.
Oh no, guys, no, that pet, no, Rasta melabosh.
Yo, guys, how heavy was
that's how
the...
you know the boy made an impact. man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How sweet was the memorial yesterday? Oh,
I
so
cried.
cool.
Everybody
The whole
came.
time, yeah.
Everybody came.
Everybody.
Everyone
It was
showed up.
packed. It was so packed.
Even
fact.
people where I was like, you knew him? Like, it was like, what?
You know what? Actually, I was thinking because it was supposed to be like an industry,
Yeah, like a comedy thing,
And
yeah.
when I was standing there, I'm like, I wonder when Usebenze picking on Eb. I was like, you know what? Actually, I need to like maybe create like we needed for Eb to have like a horse memorial.
Oh,
Because
no.
I could see some of the tears were sexual.
I think
that
some
is
of them
your
were
body
from that
mourning
strip
now.
club he used to stay in.
I didn't see the strippers from this club.
I mean, come on.
Oh,
The
Konje
one that
when we are
the one that you shared
The
with
one-
him.
I didn't see her.
Konje when we
Oh,
are
yeah?
okay.
Oh.
Disrespectful.
Are you sure you were not
she
on a
was-
date
she
with
was-
her today? Because it's giving.
Let's be umlobola
It's
today.
Akasekho, baby.
Mina
now. Mina now, Agasekho, baby, it's fine.
Umlobola from the pole. from the pole.
Stick it in the ass.
Oh my goodness. You are
but it was-
ready
it
for
was
this
beautiful.
funeral, huh?
Yeah.
You are
Asabi
ready for
namuhla.
this. Tonight.
Before I get Nishwaban.
Uyofika spray to
Where are you
Morning,
coming
guys.
from? What
Yeah.
required this clientele life?
You better
suit?
not have lost another friend because we don't want to compete.
I can't speak about it. But
And he made a good one. He made a decent.
It's very decent, yeah?
yeah.
It's beautiful.
No, I've been wearing suits for a long time.
Yeah.
Ngale nani ama tracksuit and then moved on.
You know, it's not jajani ukuthi
we
basimona.
listen, we don't judge.
You know?
Yeah, but when you're mourning, you don't care.
You don't
man.
care.
No, you don't care.
I don't know how you guys found the time
don't
to
care.
swag like this.
No, the thing
swagger
is,
up.
I had an audition, so you know.
Oh,
before-
you auditioning to be what? A father?
Eb would have wanted.
I was also at an audition.
No, what were you?
what?
Like a
A-
pimp
a-
what?
a blind
With
ass
those
gangster.
glasses.
Blind ass gangster.
Just shooting everywhere.
Shooting everywhere. Women's
Driving everywhere. Like, what's going on?
He invented drive-bys. Shooting everywhere. Why'd you do that? Nigga, to send a message. That time I got one.
What message? Driving to wrong locations. Like,
I
Kapabantu.
can't do this.
That was sad.
You and your blind ass crew.
Me as the victim. Trying to run like blind ass crew.
Yes, you're saying a lot for someone who
even
looks
sure.
like a cross between Desmond Dube and Kosi Johnson. You're saying a lot.
Funerals.
Oh my
Funerals.
gosh.
They affect us all.
When are you MC funerals?
Yeah,
I
mostly.
MC everything.
Really?
Man. I'm a whore for money. bro.
Bang Booker for app.
Yeah. No, not a friend's one there, because then you
Then
just
it becomes.
yeah,
Whether I
you
bury
cut
my
up in
friends
the middle
free.
of the thing.
No, we can't have an MC also Kala in the middle.
Ah,
of the
no.
MC.
But that would be.
Oh yeah, that is. Do you really
I swear I'm
MC
more
funerals?
professional than this.
That's great. How is that?
What do you mean? It's a funeral, man.
Kumnandi. What is it supposed to say?
What the fuck? It's
Kumnandi.
fun.
I really enjoy, especially when I get to the peak. Oh, mama said, "Kala ngempela." You know, like
Do you do,
then
do,
you
you do
figure-
jokes or
you
do you
figure
just
dudes,
keep it serious?
up, ngama joking,
Rap up.
rap up, ngama joking.
Rip her up.
I don't know.
Do you,
I
you-
can't, I do, ne?
do, you
What,
do
a lot of
jokes?
But not a, you don't do
No.
too
You
much humor.
you do appropriate jokes.
Yeah.
Do you guys like be attending funerals together? Like, are you
No.
going to his
Booked him
gigs?
before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this friendship is deep.
There's been a day.
You have,
been a
you have this
day.
market cornered, huh?
I was like, yo, this
have
is
it.
No, legit.
As soon as you die, TT and Rasta.
Are you okay, family?
I was like, oh, you guys groove wild. I'm like, oh, some people go to drinks and stuff like that. Say, it's a choniwe, babe. Asibamba la zone 14 sisiyongwaba. Oh, but there is
Why
someone
are
who
you
has
trying
like
telling I'm phoning now?
every weekend you wake up.
Ubuza no Rasta. Rasta usebenza so uyi-one
Kick up
these days.
namhlanje.
Awusambizi.
Kick up namhlanje.
Hey, izinto slow down these days, Rasta.
Yazi abantu seba healthy.
Medical aid.
Akusabuzwa man, phuzani lapha.
Looking at all of his
Abantu
pains.
abasashoni
Just
la.
like, yo man, lo pende man, inyanga yonke ngakawusebenzisa. Ngiyawufuna lo red man, ngiyawuhalela.
Ifani.
No, legit.
Does Rasta get
Legit.
booked or does he just show
You
up?
thought he was
Does
just
he
having
pitch
fun
up?
there. It was a gig.
Is it?
No, legit. There's a
No,
there's a
like
man-
honestly.
Does
Legit,
Rasta?
he gets
Does he
booked,
say
like,
lo
legit.
akekho famous? Lo sazama open mind?
He's honoring people with his crafts.
Because
But is he
Vuyogia
booked
died.
to honor?
Why would he
or-
just random? Maybe it's his offering to the
Vuyogia
industry.
didn't
I think
rock-
now. I
he
think
didn't
now
rock up
he
to
gets.
Yeah.
I
Vuyogia's
think
thing.
now he gets booked though. Because Sakumbula before he just paint and then put on social media
Yeah.
without being at the funeral, and everyone was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then everyone was just like, "Rasta," and then now it's like Rasta.
All right.
We need
I'm
Rasta.
imagining
man.
someone
Come on.
famous dies and Rasta's just trying to get details. Yo, where's it going down?
Imagine if you rocked up like, because a lot of people sometimes say someone has died and that person hasn't died. Rasta,
Wafika
we
throw nje.
have, we have not as a family.
But when
Rasta waits
Rasta
at
dies,
ICU.
when Rasta
He waits
drops,
at the ICU.
No. I think the
give it
most
time.
appropriate thing would be waiting for Phil Mpela on Twitter, right? Because if Phil says you did, you did.
You did.
You did.
No, for real.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
For real. No. You
yeah,
you legit.
urasta nje, uhlala
Uhlala
ku-page.
contact list
Yeah.
yaka Phil. Yes, okay.
Umile nama-cryonite.
Ngipha ama contact details where.
Umile nama-cryonite. Just stamping them up.
Dubani.
Wenzeni,
Wenzeni.
ithini Google yakhe. That time is not even inspired by the work.
Ithini Google yakhe.
Ithini Google yakhe.
Google yakhe. Ithini Google yakhe.
Do you think his drawings are better according to how much he loved your art?
How long has he been going? Like, I feel like it's been a couple of years. He should be
What
growing
didn't he
now.
blow up in COVID times?
Yeah, I think he
Or was
should.
it
Yeah.
slightly before that?
No, I think he's intentionally shit.
I think you're right.
Because if he gets better, then
I think now he's just honing the
Yeah,
shitty craft.
It's like, okay, cool. Let me make this work.
I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to phrase this, but like, do you think the same applies with people that are depressed?
In terms of?
They don't want to get better. Some of them just like build a house around the depression.
So it's. I'm gonna say no, but my answer's gonna sound like yes, because with depression, a lot of people, and I've seen this a lot of times where they say, "No, we should have been there for him. We should have done this. We should have done that." And the thing is, no matter how much you say to the person, how much you validate them, if they don't validate themselves, unfortunately, depression is the type of thing you have to self-work. You have to work on it by yourself. You can go to therapy as much as you want, but if you don't do the exercises and if you don't, it's like gym, right? Gym, no one says, "Hey, sisi, sekuyisikhathi sokujima manje hamba." No one. You wake up and you go, "Okay, no, I need to get my health together," and you stay there through the pain. You gym it out. Same with depression. You go and you do all the things. You validate yourself. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where the person has to be self-motivated enough.
And also,
to do
like,
it.
just like any disease, just like diabetes, it's not something that you can talk your way out of.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you have to be medicated, and sometimes, that's just how things go. But I don't think that if someone does at the end of the day ends up dying of diabetes or of heart, whatever problems, or of depression.
Whatever the fuck you have.
Whatever it is you have.
I feel like I should have just
Whatever.
skipped him.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I feel like
If you don't know the name
if
of
you
it.
end up
There's
dying
a
of the
comedian who
thing,
texted me and he was like, "Sorry to hear about Eb, but also could have been you." And I was like, "Nigga,
man,
this ain't the time."
very
it's
hard
true
for
though.
it ain't the time, but it's true. It
Yeah.
will be one day, all of us.
You were saying, sorry.
As I was saying,
No,
is
but
that-
we are glad you are okay.
Hey, maybe
But there was a time, man.
Maybe we touch and go.
There was a time
Where
where,
touch and
Maybe
go.
we touch and go.
where as a podcast we were sitting like this.
Sibambe inhliziyo.
Maybe Rasta on speed dial.
Banga, don't let them cut the wrong wire.
Because Rasta is ready.
Sorry.
But I don't think, like, if you do die of a disease, that it's a maybe it's like a, not that you're saying that it's a failure of not having stood up
No,
for the thing,
absolutely not.
or doing the thing, or going to the gym. But sometimes things happen that you couldn't escape it, and you've tried for
Yeah.
years and years and years.
And that's
it
exactly
just-
what Eb did. He
yeah,
tried
for a long,
because I've
long
known him since he
time.
was 25,
long time.
and he's been trying and trying and trying, and I saw him try and try and try and try.
It's like what Thabiso Mhlongo said yesterday at the memorial service, that darkness only needs to win once.
Once, that's it.
Yeah,
And you
that
don't
was-
know the
kept-
day.
he
You
kept
don't know the
winning.
day when it will be really attractive to give
But
in.
also the thing is, when you've been doing the work, sometimes your brain forgets that you did the work. It forgets
Yeah.
that you healed.
Yeah.
It forgets all of these
for that
tools.
moment.
Yes,
when-
Yeah.
for that moment. And sometimes it takes something so stupid for you to go back. Like, think about how you believe in yourself, just as a normal person, no depression, no nothing, right? You wake up every day, you believe in yourself. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, then you go perform and you kill, and you perform and you kill, and then one day you perform, you die, you go back to
You
the
forget all
fucking
about
not
of who you
fun.
are,
I
like
get you.
what you
So
are
that's-
capable of, or what
Yeah.
you've been capable of,
Yeah.
and also what you've succeeded to do with this thing. Because
Yeah.
I think also, like, I know sometimes when we think of like depression and also dying of depression, it's like some people are brave, guys. Like how you've lived so long with this thing, and you have conquered it so long, and for
Literally.
so many reasons, where in that day or in that moment was like, okay, cool, this is it, and you conquered that time and you did it again, and then the many things that Eb has achieved living with that, and so many people like him also achieving every day living with that.
We're proud of it.
But you see, it's just that every day he woke up and said, I am not choosing that. I am choosing to work on myself. I'm choosing to choose myself. I'm choosing to validate
just the
myself.
one day.
It's that one day where that one
Now,
thing
there's
happens.
a
and
doctor
it's
that was saying that much like how when they lose a patient from cancer, when they've been doing chemotherapy and all the things, when they lose a patient from depression or addiction, it's the same thing. We fought every day. We tried all the treatments. The disease won.
Yeah. It's just that
It's a
when
disease, and sometimes diseases win.
and they win. It's just this one is is sore because it leaves you feeling like, could I have done something?
Yeah.
Could I have said something? Because we like to think that it's about talking. It's just about
honestly,
talking. I should have said a certain thing. I should have heard or seen a certain thing. And it's not always just talking. Like it's an actual disease
that's what
that
I'm saying.
needs
That
actual professional
it
help.
doesn't matter how much validation we can give a depressed person. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if the disease takes over, it takes over.
Yeah.
It's like TT. Doesn't matter. TT man, TT insulin. It doesn't matter if the disease takes over. It takes over. So it's unfortunately one of those things, and a lot of people don't understand it because they think, oh no, but he chose to die. No, the thing took over. He
Do you know
didn't
how big that
choose.
decision is? Do you know
To
how
just decide.
daunting that is? Do you know
Yeah.
how hard that is to be like,
Yeah,
I'm
to just
doing
decide.
this?
We were with him a few hours before that.
Can you imagine?
A few hours before.
Now, it's very easy. I'm not saying that you guys are thinking that. It's very easy to think, is it something that we said? Is it something that we did?
Oh,
Could
yeah,
we have
yeah, yeah.
seen the signs? Could we have stopped him when he went? Should we have dropped them off?
Yeah.
It's so easy. But you don't know if he decided whilst he was here or when he got home. You don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And there are no signs. Umuntu anga just like that.
And I was talking to someone yesterday also at the memorial who had a friend who's also lost their lives like that. And I was just thinking, like, like, don't, like, you need to find ways to not let your mind let you go to places where you're looking for clues, because there will be clues everywhere. And you will make meaning of them everywhere. You're gonna think, oh, is it that day when I forgot the shoes? Is it that day? Oh, is it that you're gonna look for clues and you're gonna make everything mean that, and that the person's life was not all about that. You don't want to taint every memory of him with you, or even with the world, with like, was everything a signal to that day? Like, not everything can now be taken by this memory, and that's all he is, and that's all he is in our minds.
You can reframe it and say, that moment when he was feeling like this and I came through and I hugged him randomly, that moment uplifted him. You can say that I contributed to him living this long with this thing.
I think as a person who lives every day with a condition,
A chronic condition.
a chronic one, it's a fight.
Yeah, every day.
It's a fight. You realize that it's either I do this or I can't just not do anything, and that'll be enough for me to go. You know?
This week has been tough.
It's been.
And you feel like, can the world see how tough this is? I'm like, check us. I'm like, why is everyone talking?
But
You know,
but
like,
Stop it, guys!
guys.
Like I'm walking in the park and I bump into a leaf and I'm like, yay! I'm busy here.
but what?
What is this Spotify?
Spotify!
Marco can take this shit.
Yeah, I had to do stand up after the memorial, and stand up is something I've been doing since like 16, bro. It's like second nature. But there, as I was saying the words, it was like these words don't matter.
Right
Yeah.
Like
now.
I don't know why I'm
I
saying
gotta go do
this.
like I said tonight.
You're not keen on doing. But
They pay.
question.
So fuck.
Question. Yeah,
And
no.
they would have
That's
wanted
the
you to get
problem.
paid.
I had to work. I had to work the day after
Mm.
he passed away. Like, and still like put on a good morning, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, what lesson do you guys think you learned from this, if you have at all? Have you
What
ever
is to be
thought,
learned from chaos?
What is?
I think one of the things that I definitely, many things that I can learn from Eb. Like Eb was my first friend in this industry, and before even starting comedy, I had been going around watching comedy for 4 years. And you know how awkward it is to try to get into a space or to a group of people talking, and you trying to talk to someone, and how lonely that is, and trying to be like, hey guys, hello, and no one wants to like talk to you, and then finally you find a friend and someone talks to you and
Brings you
and
in.
it just opens up so much of yourself, and you start finding these things that you enjoy so much about yourself. And for me, I feel like that's such a beautiful gift, how I make you feel about yourself. Because it's one thing to say I love you, and I say it to myself or to you, but like if you don't feel
Yes.
my love, or if my love doesn't arouse the love you have for yourself, and the love that you have for you being in this earth, it's like it's
Is
just
it really
one,
love?
you know.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think there was a conversation that we ever had that ended without him sort of reassuring me how dope I am.
yeah,
How much of a fan he
yeah,
is of my
yeah,
shit. And you know, how I should just fucking keep going. I think
that's so uplifting,
That's
because
the
you don't know
hard-
where
He
I
said
am.
that to you too. I thought he was
Oh,
saying that
it
to
was
me.
such an inspirational whore.
Whoever was a feelings whore. You didn't know.
It was like an inspirational whore. Jesus.
Whoever was a whore with those
I
lines.
didn't just kiss you.
Yeah,
My
he kissed
God.
the-
Kissed you guys?
everybody. Mina every day, mangimbona.
nasty ass
Mwah.
lips.
Yeah. That's why I told you there was some sexual tears there. I'm like, it's like, yeah, it's the vaginas are mourning too.
The vaginas are like, yes, it's slut nigga.
Oh my goodness.
But I think
It also actually it made also, as I was saying, it made me really think, like, I wonder like how I really make the people that I'm close to or the people that I interact with feel.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that we felt with everyone. You felt like, oh my gosh, I thought it was just
you
me. Oh fuck. All of us, you know? And I just like, I wonder, like, I think it's important to think about how you make
And that's the thing about Eb. He was always wondering how he's making
you
feel.
feel. Yeah.
and he would ask you even, I wonder how you're taking this, bro.
Yeah, like
He'll
is
talk you
that- is
through
that
it.
weird?
Like,
Please
like
don't take
this.
this the wrong way.
Please don't take this.
He'll say something and then be like, "Did I say it
Did
wrong?
I say it wrong? Did I
how do
make you feel
about that?
uncomfortable? Did
Is
I-
that-
did I-
is that-
did I
didn't
cross the
mean
line?"
to."
And it's like, calm down.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And then it's 30 minutes about how he thinks he made you
Jesus.
feel about what he said, and it's like, Jesus, I never said any of these words.
I didn't say any of. Now I'm thinking it.
Now I'm thinking it. Now I'm thinking it, and now I feel
And now
bad
I
because
feel
I'm
bad.
thinking
I
it.
have.
I think
I feel bad because I feel bad that you feel bad.
Ah.
The
Someone is
thing
calling
that-
me.
Okay.
From the beyond.
It's this guy.
No.
He's heard that Eb is gone and he's wondering who's
He's
on.
applying for the job. Is he applying?
You know, I thought it was Rasta, and I was like,
Q.
Oh my God.
Whiz, bro.
That is dark
for a
as
second,
fuck.
I thought
That is dark as fuck. Njengoba
Ngoba
sengana replacement.
izitha.
Let's hear what he has
Besitha
to
sakho
say.
Ebenhaezer nje bewungqobizisa. Wow, wow,
Isitha
wow.
yena manje.
Tell him we don't have a seat for him.
Lama specs akwenza usolphenduka. Lama
yeah.
punchline.
Please,
Lama
please.
punchline ayiyela le.
Ngiyacela.
The punchline are blind.
The shirt also.
Awume
I see it.
ngalama.
I see it. I don't want to go there. I don't want that.
Siyamona.
Phuza.
Yaqala ukuyiphuza. Come.
Yeah. Ancestor yethu le, ancestor.
Hey, niphuza usathani.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your app,
did you guys,
Yo,
did,
did-
Eb threw this thing
ancestor.
back like it was nothing. You know?
did you guys not pour the first
I
On
dash.
the floor for
on the
for
floor
Eb.
for him?
Guys, we have an ancestor.
Hey, this is a Spotify carpet.
Okay, yeah.
Owned by
This is
white.
White
And
people.
also,
We do it, but
No.
even Eb knows how they roll. Okay.
and also Eb will be mad that we're wasting. He'll come back and
Yeah,
suck
waste
this
up.
mat.
Give me a straw and a tissue.
No, so yenze parking lot.
Fiyala beka kim parking lot umlomo wakhe.
Guys. No,
No,
mara
no,
ngiphethwe
no.
i-flu.
Guys, should we talk to Q?
Yeah.
Let's
Put 'em
go.
on.
So holla.
You gotta put him on the mic, though, I guess.
Yo, Q.
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
What's happening, man? Hope you're good.
I'm I lost a friend, so
You're doing what?
I lost a friend, Q, so things are quite tough right now.
You lost a friend.
Yeah, and I'm recording, okay? I'm honoring his greatness on this podcast. You are live, by the way. You are live.
Yeah, hey Q.
What do you
Hey,
do?
bro. That's why I was like, yo, let me call. We're on the way to Nelspruit. I'm with Nick right now.
Yeah. We're also coming through very soon. But I guess you guys had to go earlier because you guys are old. You have to like take care of like the digging and stuff.
To rest them knees.
Oh, can you guys still handle shovels and stuff?
No, they have to. What type of men?
Can't be doing those things. So that's why we're like, yo, let's go early, properly chill. Then
Like
Yeah.
100 stops.
I know,
100
100 stops.
They pee
How many
every
times have
off-ramp.
you peed already?
Every off-ramp, they're peeing.
They are
How many
peeing.
times have we been?
How many times have you
Prostate
peed already?
go right. Prostate yabathu.
Stop,
You haven't stopped.
we're old, but we're not geriatric.
Oh, wow.
But your prostate can't take this.
Easily, we're not- if we were traveling with TT, we would have stopped a couple of times. I know that.
Yeah. Mina ngina pride shem.
Futhi uthi akana pride uyayichamela bandayena.
Nicholas and Q are just in there holding it together, seeing who will quit first. How you doing? Are you
Trying
good?
to man it out.
Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. I've been good for 3 off-ramps.
Push-ups, you know how Panch is. He needs to get some.
Yo, you should, yeah. You are like getting close. You are now breaking.
Yo, Q.
Yo.
Oh, are we breaking?
Yeah.
Man, but it's that we're driving to go in very air, bro.
Yo.
Yeah. Look, man,
It is such a
I think it's a loss that we all feel. Okay.
Disconnect.
Tell my audience. It's a loss we all
Sit
feel.
disconnected, no Q.
Lalela mfowethu, you're gonna disconnect pretty
But
soon.
before you goes,
Before you go,
all right.
tell us the real reason why you are calling.
the real
The
one.
real reason.
I can't hear you guys, man, but much love.
That's a Q Namanga. How did we forget to Q
Nasemngcwabeni
Namanga?
Namanga.
Yo.
He's faking
Yeah.
network problems. And yet he has
him.
network problems.
Even when
How do you fake something that you already have? Like,
Unomsebenzi.
Like, yeah, guys, mina
Q.
ngisendleleni. That's why he wants to prove to the family that he's the better one, arriving first before the butternut
no,
is
thina
ready.
sobatshela ukuthi besisebenza
Besebenza.
lo uEbe sebenza khona.
Yo.
Lalela HR. Now,
Nawe.
now, I think we must have this.
Nawe, HR.
What's that?
Nawe.
Umsebenzi awu.
No, mina
Oh,
ngibona
nawe,
ngizela
Ejali.
ngizoduduza mina. That's why ngibuza ama-question.
Uze nani?
Awushaya noma iphone nje noma
Ngizena
ingoma.
nangi nilethele icover.
And
This
it
is
makes
our
you warm.
sponsor. How?
And it's so warm. It gets me hot.
So what
Oh
are you
my
doing to
goodness.
our own sponsors? Like,
No, this is good.
all right. Anyway,
This is
so we
very good.
appreciate you,
Kavara,
Kavara.
give
For
us
We
winter,
love you.
it's gonna rock.
Yo,
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Makes you
This would
warm,
rock.
yo.
Yeah.
Hella
Makes you
hard
really
for
warm.
winter.
Man.
Mm.
So a couple of people we've asked around,
Yeah.
the comedy industry, and we asked a couple of friends to send us videos, with their messages, and I think
This is how much Eb was loved.
Yeah.
Because
Everyone wants to say something.
Everyone wants to say something. Like I don't know. They broke our WhatsApp. Even me.
Even me.
so.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. If asikfaganga, sorry man.
Yes.
Awukho fun.
Ubungekho
I mean,
kwi
there
channel
was-
ya Eb. Ubungekho kwi channel ya Eb.
Because that's one thing that Eb hated
Yeah.
was non-funny comments.
people. Yo,
Mm.
yo.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're a comedian, and
Don't
and,
call
and the
yourself
one
a
thing
comedian.
I think that I loved about him was his love for
For comedy.
the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For
yeah.
comedy,
yeah.
for stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
He was truly like he broke down. It's just that I can't go into the details of it. I have lots of voice notes of him just going off and breaking down my comedy. You know the thing about your comedy, my brother. Let me tell you something. Okay, I hope I'm not saying this wrong, man.
Why are you doing an
Don't say-
impersonation of? You do
And who is
impersonations.
this?
Kevin Hart.
Have you forgotten Eb?
This is Kevin Hart.
Have you forgotten Eb?
I am mourning.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's the Eb that Rasta true.
That's where the inspiration comes from. Let me tell you something.
Yo,
Let me tell you.
yo, I must say, I'm a bit jealous of Eb, though. He doesn't have to pay rent this month. And I'm just like, wow, beautiful.
Let's just go to the videos
All I
of
want
the
to
people
know, all
sending.
I want to know
I'm
is
just like, wow.
Ebenhaezer, why angachekanga ma schedule wethu?
You know,
Asibuze if sifuna.
my geezer broke this week, and I'm just like,
TT
do this
bayimele
month end,
bayosebenza.
like-
Like month
you
end.
know,
This man now sithatha amagig ngoba
uyabona,
vele.
ngoba kumele siyongcwaba, yabo. Samele
Ngoba
ngipostpone nale
usibuzile, like,
abortion
ngoba
yami,
yazini.
and you know, sorry about that. Sorry. I didn't
No,
mean.
but
Can you cut
Mila's
that? I know, it was just stressing me. But
You know, of all the things we've ever asked them to cut here, they've never cut shit. Which is by the way.
hope you guys enjoy what people had to say about Eb, and
Yeah.
take care of yourselves, take care of your friends, and
Did you guys record videos?
or what?
This is the
This is our
This is
video.
our
recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh, I thought like video. I was like, what?
what?
It would be weird.
It would be
like-
strange,
like,
right?
no,
The first
no
video
way.
is me again. Yeah, guys.
And then cut to it again. And then it's me.
I'll record
and then
for
cut
another
to
We
it.
start
podcast.
with all of us first, and then these niggas did it themselves. Who cares about him?
So no one cares about it.
And by the time it's other comics, it's just time's out. Time.
It's like,
Sorry,
we love
man.
him, we love him, we love him. It's just that we
So-
love him. It's just a montage. I love him so much.
We make them that picture. You know that picture that creates
Yeah.
a person.
I love it. So.
Look, I
Maybe
don't
Rasta should have
think,
done that, yes.
I don't think there'll ever be a time where we just like stop and like stop talking about him, stop
No,
having him being a part of the show.
no.
So there's no way that we can have goodbye words.
I think you guys should rename this the Eb podcast.
Take it easy. Take
I
it easy.
couldn't keep a straight face.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Naye wafika ecela la. Naye wayecela la.
Cold shit. That is
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Wait, let us think about this.
That is some cold.
No, take
but
it easy.
yeah,
Take
let's,
it easy.
let's just
I have to say, Ebenhaezer is one of the few comics I've ever seen come in with a freshly unique style of performance from the get-go.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I've never seen anyone who performs like this, who speaks like this, who thinks like this.
Mm.
A unique individual through and through, and nothing but love.
Yeah.
Nothing
And then
but
also,
love
guys, don't
for that
worry. Don't
man.
worry about us. This is our language. This is how we
This is how we
mourn.
love
This is
each
how
other.
we do stuff. And yeah.
Mm, yeah.
And sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, but siyakhala ekhaya. Fuck.
I think
I think the wildest thing is all the lovely things we're gonna say, and that you're gonna see other people say. Eb would be like, "Guys are so gay." Guys are so gay. Yes.
I think
And
Oh,
you know what?
hugged
You know what?
Eb,
Eb,
told him I love him. He's like, okay, don't be gay. I'm like, what? I'm a woman.
I'm so like,
he didn't care. For Eb, gender had nothing to do
No,
with
do
being
with
gay.
you've been gay, you've been gay.
And you know
Grief
what?
is so
Eb,
scary,
Eb,
yeah?
we're all gay for you.
We're so gay for you right
so
now.
gay for you.
I'm
I
sure the
think I'm
angels up
really
there
gay
are being
for
gay
you.
for you like crazy right now.
Yeah, angels will
Like,
be
gay in
mad, like gay.
It's just that heaven is mad gay. Yo, Jesus, this you.
But he'll give them a chance. He'll give them a chance because he needs to figure it out. He doesn't want to be homophobic.
yeah.
Give him a chance.
To get his language right.
I don't wanna. You know,
I don't
give him
want
a
to step on
chance.
toes, you know. I don't
Yo.
want to step on any gay toes.
Yo,
Eb will kiss you and be like, "Yo, you gay."
If
I'm so scared right now.
if I was to speak to God right now, yeah, let him in.
Yeah.
Let
I
him
think,
in.
I think he's in.
Let
Yeah.
him in.
To God, I say.
I mean, everyone goes back to God. I think if we are all His kids, then we all go back home.
yeah.
I love you.
I think
Love you so much, Eb.
Love you so much.
Grief is
Love you.
disgusting because after this, back to square one.
Wait, hold up. Just the message. If you know anyone
yeah,
who
yeah.
is suffering from depression and anxiety,
Watch
or
Censored-Ish.
First of all, tell them to watch this podcast. I promise you.
They're gonna be
But don't
fine.
do what
Be
we
fine.
do.
They're
Don't
gonna
do
be
what
fine.
we
Don't
do.
do this at home, though. Don't try this. This is like WWE.
Don't do what Eb did.
Don't try this.
Just watch.
he did the podcast. He did
the
the
podcast.
podcast is
You
dangerous.
must watch. But also, please contact SADAG. That's the South African
So
Depression and
unnecessary.
the South African
unnecessary.
Depression.
Let's start
and
from scratch.
Anxiety.
Just
Let's
start
do
from
it again.
scratch.
You
Just
fucking
do it again.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Don't say
Do it
anything,
again.
Wazi.
Just fucking.
Fucking. Let's try it
Jesus.
from the top.
Take 5.
Firstly, to God, God, please be gay for Ib. Okay, let's go.
Take 6.
Don't say God is gay, man. That
I asked him to be gay for Ib.
don't
Okay.
encourage God to be
God
gay.
is gonna be so mad.
All right,
Punch.
let's no gay things. No
gay.
Let's try it one more
Okay.
time.
So take 8.
If we will speak to God, please let him in.
Yes,
But
that's
also,
the message.
But
you're
also you
going with.
commanding God. What is this?
What is the who points at God? How do you
God, you
pray?
better let
How
him
do you
in.
pray? Lord, I come to you
come to you
at
this
this moment.
can I just read the
Okay.
thing?
All right.
Okay.
Read the thing.
If you or anyone you love is suffering from anxiety or
But
depression,
anyone, it's like it doesn't matter. Like if you love someone or you don't love someone, like you
Whether
can
you-
go.
Okay, let me-
Whether you want them
If
to
you
die or
Why
not.
not? It's
if
okay.
you or
Yeah.
anyone you know, or even if you don't know them, if you can feel a whiff of depression and anxiety near you, whether it's taxini or it's public toilet,
Or podcasting.
or gugini, or it's podcastini, or you're just walking in the mall and you're I'm too depressed. Please.
Buffett, none of you guys are gonna leave here and go kill yourselves. Eh?
No, we're not. Please, please, please give a helping hand and contact SADAG, the South African Depression and Anxiety Group, on 0800
Helping hands
567
to
567.
others. Hands away from yourself.
567
Hands away from
567.
yourself.
Unless if it's a genital.
I think
You can kill that
It
all
is-
you
No,
want.
there are people who have died from
it
masturbation.
is a bit wild that like depression is the one of the few things that we let anyone just try to diagnose.
Mm.
Like
Like what?
like you, I can't walk in here and say what was your TT. I think you have diabetes.
Oh.
I think you have diabetes. Go
Alright.
get it checked. You know what I mean?
But with
But
depression, is
You're like, tell me, I'm depressed.
Hey, now my
Also, we
jokes.
must-
so
must
what's
stop
the
using that
so
word,
my question is, what's the language you use? What do you say to someone to try and get them to go get help? I think that's my question.
I think it's a matter of talking to them. Only you know my words,
Buffett.
right? And how I talk. You can't just walk up to someone and be like, "Yazi ngathi, ngathi wena unobunring. Awubuye for your check. I think there is a care, but the care, only you can know the care that you're supposed to give to the other person. And if you don't know what type of care, you don't know.
There is a professional place to go.
Bafethu, ngiyanicela.
Mm.
Ngingazibulali. It's been so tough.
Yo.
It's been so tough.
Yo.
That's why when you kept saying see you the next time I see you, then I was like, hey, I hope this next time I see you is in the next.
Yeah.
And also,
50
ngabe uyapha-ke
years.
ngoba une-diabetes now. Just fucking wait.
Wait,
Fucking
Hey,
wait.
did you take your insulin?
Eventually.
Take your insulin, boy.
Like and subscribe.
My
We'll see
gosh,
you next time.
oh,
Here's
so
what
fucking mad.
everybody in the comedy industry has to say about Eb.
Ebenhaezer Dibakwane.
Wow.
Toast.
Goodbye, my friend. Love you. Dope times.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
No, that trend, no. That's not.
Hi, I'm Tsekedi Munyemore. Meeting Ibi, knowing him for the little time that we spent together, I really understand and appreciate that we lost someone who added so much value to the comedy industry. I can only spare a thought and a prayer for his family who have known him for longer than us, who have had the pleasure of being with him for longer than us. You know what I mean? So rest well, my brother. Just know, Hore, you did as much as you can do. Lorna, we're gonna miss you a lot. And yeah, Robala kakagiso, Brayak.
Eb was a very unique individual, extremely talented, and yeah, it's also always a joy to watch him work because he would just hit you from left field, and even in conversation, just in his presence, this guy was just extraordinary. And for someone that extraordinary and talented, I imagine that it was a very lonely place to be. And this is not an easy one. It's a real kick in the heart, balls. But yeah, Eb, rest in peace, my brother. I love you.
Hey, Conrad Koch here, aka Chester Missing. I usually don't like doing these videos because they can feel so tropey, but with Ebenhaezer, I'm shocked, I'm shattered by the loss of someone who really was an alternative voice. It's very easy in South African comedy to give into the money, to give into the sexism, the homophobia, the racism that our market enjoys. And Ebenhaezer never did that. He stood up and he did something that was actually alternative, spoke up, spoke truth to power, did stuff that I think we all should be aspiring to. And I think our community is way less without him. I hope other comedians can rise up to the kind of standards he was setting, because he did what comedy is meant to do, which is make you laugh your ass off and think and feel a little bit uncomfortable at the same time. So Ebenhaezer, thank you, my friend. Rest in peace. Lots of love, Conrad.
This is going to be a long road. To Ebenhaezer's family, my sincerest condolences. You will find that Ebenhaezer had a lot of brothers and sisters outside of his immediate family, and you will have people that you've never met before coming to comfort you. To the comedy scene in Joburg and in Cape Town, we've lost something special. We've lost somebody so connected to us, so intertwined in our stories, in our comedy journeys, in our personal lives. To Ebenhaezer, I've said so many things to you over the past few days. I know you hear me, brother. The I in I is elated to see the I in you.
Hi, my name is Mkita Letlotlo. I am friends with Ebenhaezer Dibakwane, and we met 2015 when I was still doing my film degree at UJ and he was doing his teaching degree. We both were in a play called The Crucible, and that's where our friendship blossomed. Him and I both lived in Brahms, so traveling to and from Auckland Park for our rehearsals and the show is what made our friendship what it is today, because we would talk about any and everything under the sun. So every day after rehearsals, we would stay behind and just keep chatting, or we would be back at my building, just outside my building or just outside McDonald's, and we would have the longest deep conversations, and sometimes just funny conversations, lighthearted conversations. And I don't know if everybody knew this, but he was a very, very good listener, a very, very good listener. And if things were getting a little bit too tense or too, emotional, he would turn that situation into something funny, and he'd make a joke about it, and it would lighten the mood. And he was honestly a really good friend to me, and I can only hope that I was just as good a friend to him as he was to me. And I pray to God that he is resting in perfect happiness, because he brought that to so many people. And I'm so glad to have been a part of his life, to be a part of the experience that he gave me. Eb, rest in eternal peace. I love you, my friend.
I'd like to say rest in peace to Ebenhaezer. Gone too soon indeed. Gone too soon. Rest in peace. Thank you for making us laugh. And Hardy Njaka for not being there for you, or you're going through what you were going through. Rest in peace, Njaka. We'll always miss you. Sure.
Rest easy, Ebs. Just want to say thank you for the light that you brought in people's lives, the laughter that you brought in my life as well. And thank you for always just being your true self, even though sometimes we might have not listened. I just hope that in this time that you're in now, that you found peace and you found healing, and that you rest in peace forever.
Ebenhaezer Dibakwane, ladies and gentlemen. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Whew. An amazing friend, a great artist, and a beautiful soul. There'll never be another. Stay shining, and you'll always be our Ebenhaezer. Rest in peace.
Ebenhaezer was one of a kind. I got introduced to him through comedy, and within the span of 2 years, got to experience him as more than just a comedian, but a thespian, a writer, a dreamer, a friend, and a really deep feeling and comprehensive human. One of my favorite sets of his would always have the central line of "My life is in shambles," as he would navigate you through the traumas of his story and his resilience and just the humor of life in such a way that made you fully understand him in all of his quirks and in all of his just Ebness. And I'm so privileged and happy to have been able to experience him, and I hope wherever he is in that plot on the moon that he is having the greatest time. Miss you.
Hey, I'm music comedian Keith Chuluga. Some people know me as event organizer Mazizi, but Ebenhaezer knew me as comedy rapper ONE. I was way before when I thought I was special, but I was silly. But I think that's how Eb and I connected. We understood each other's silliness, and it became a good friendship over the years. Grateful to him for being the first comedian I ever booked and paid, ever. And yeah, much love. I'm really sad about the loss of such a good man and the way that he went. I love you forever, Eb. Shout out, man. Please look out for us up there.
Ebenhaezer was so kind to me. He only ever had good things and compliments for me about what I was doing, and it was so meaningful to me because I found his comedy so inspiring and profound, actually. Whenever I got bored or tired of stand-up and comedy, and including my own, the absolute cure for that boredom was watching Eb, because his work was just so wild and vital and immediate. And I'm gonna miss it like crazy.
So I had a very good relationship with Eb. We were friends. And the funny thing about him was we never had short conversations. There was never a moment where I never bumped into Eb and spoke to him for 5 minutes and moved on. I would find him. We would find each. When I bumped into him, it's sort of like I found my guy. And then we would just talk in that corner for the longest time. I was always going to stay there. And I didn't even think about it, but I would always, whenever I bumped into him, I would spend most of my night with him. I wish I saw him more. I was certainly not as close to him as many others were, but we had a great friendship. And Eb would never let me go to, in those dark, long conversations we would have. Sometimes my personality would go to heavy places, and Eb wouldn't let me stay there. And I always knew Eb was struggling with stuff, and it wasn't, we would speak about his struggles with depression. And I've never felt this helpless. And we used to drive, there was multiple times for some reason that we were booked in Sun City together, and I would drive there and he would come with, and we would drive up and down together. And I would look forward to those because it was extremely intelligent, funny, and, he was extremely kind. He was so kind. So kind. This is devastating, and I will miss him.
Ebenhaezer Dibakwane. Ebenhaezer Dibakwane is still one of my favorite names to say, still one of my favorite people to be around. An actor, a comedian, a talent, a friend, and an artist. One of my favorite things and this is just coming from a sports fan and someone who loves comedy. You once did a commercial it was a campaign with the All Blacks. Not too many people know this, or not too many people have seen this, but as a sports fan, I remember seeing that whole campaign and seeing how the All Blacks, these big men, just couldn't help themselves but laugh at your absolute talent. We met way back in 2015 when I was booking you for shows at churches. And I remember clearly how the pastor that was at the church, I told them that there's a comic by the name of Ebenhaezer who's coming to do comedy. And the pastor absolutely loved that because his church's name used to be Ebenhaezer. Man, you have had an influence on so many people's lives. Thank you for using your comedy. Thank you for allowing God to use you. Thank you for... I want to thank God for just instilling the talent in your heart and the discipline that you had for the talent. I want to thank your family for allowing us to have you in our lives. I want to thank God for having an opportunity to witness your talent. You are amazing. You are God sent. We're gonna miss you, my friend. May God keep you. May God bless you in everything that you do. To your family, may God give them strength always. Much love. Peace.
Bless you, Brother Eb. What a man, what a talent, what a voice, what a personality, what a character. No one like Eb. Eb had a way of making you feel important and also making you feel like you need to up your game all at the same time. A special individual and a great loss. To Eb's family, love and strength in this time. To Eb's friends, carry his legacy forward through what we do.
This is so hard. Even though your story did not make it to the end, your page will forever remain in my memory because you were the most jolly person I know, the most loving person I know, funny person I know. I'll keep those memories intact in my heart forever. I hope you too find your peace. And the other side, you really broke me, bro. But it's fine. It's life. So rest in peace, Masha. Because will always love you.
I think the two words that come to mind when thinking about Eb are intensely passionate. It's just like a super intensely passionate person in terms of the way he conducted relationships, the way he did stand up, everything. And yeah, to witness him in action was crazy. I sincerely hope like he knew how much he inspired the younger generation, specifically me. And yeah, bro, like it's sad, but to have known him, it's something, bro. It's something. Yeah, it's just difficult to encapsulate what he meant to me and industry and so many people out there. Like, yeah, man, I just hope that that intense passion rubbed off on all of us and we can continue to like live his legacy on. Away.
Ebenhaezer was an original human being. He was someone authentic. He was someone that when I spent time with him, it was always refreshing. It was always uplifting. It was always positive, you know, and I always remember that part of him. You know, there would always be a moment if we're hanging out, either a rap freestyle's gonna break out or some spontaneous poetry or something spontaneous. There was never a moment where we're just sitting and just nothing's happening. He's always someone that he's so creatively talented that, you know, there'd never be a dull moment around him. And I think, yeah, I'll miss that the most about him. And I appreciate his time and the time that I got to spend with him. And yeah, it's definitely a major loss for the scene. It's a major loss for South African comedy. And he'll always be remembered. Much respect to you, my brother Ebs, and fly high. Peace.
Life is so short and so interesting. I sit with these whiteboards and I dream up all sorts of things, all sorts of projects, and you'll see the names of many comedians, and I want to do this with this person, I want to do that with that person. And then I was just looking at my whiteboard, it's like a future thing. I had this idea, and there's a bunch of people over there, and I was like, damn, Ebenhaezer, we had some stuff we still needed to do, and now we can't. Truth be told, I really liked this guy because he epitomized silliness, and like that's the best kind of comedy, man. The one that just comes from you left of center, just because it like leans into the silliness. In fact, if you ask me what like South African comics superpower is, number one, we can soapbox heavy issues, but then we lay into the silliness of that thing. And Eb watching him was like a masterclass on that, and you will be sorely missed, my friend. I hope you find peace. I'm sure you found peace, but we miss you.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is a few comedians that have directly influenced my comedy. You know, when I started out, I sucked. I guess like most people, I truly sucked. But some comedians influenced the trajectory of my comedy and the growth, and Eb was one of them. Remember the night, there was one night that he said something to me, and I felt very offended. It actually turned into a scuffle. I didn't understand what he was trying to say about my comedy. I felt insulted. But a few months after that, we sorted out ourselves, and it just became such a beautiful bromance. Whenever we saw each other, we would hug each other, we would talk, you know, on WhatsApp, on the socials. We would always speak life and love into each other. And I can tell you now, the thing he said to me really, it shook my world. That it really made me work hard at comedy. Thank you, Abe. Thank you, my guy. We all, you were comedian. We all loved you, bro. And we still do. And we're gonna miss you, bro. Rest in peace, my brother. Away.
I was only lucky enough to meet Eb a few times, obviously in the few years I've been involved in comedy. And, but you know, we strike up these long distance friendships between Joburg and Cape Town. And the vibe I got from him every time I met him was that he was very much you know how there's a teacher's pet who's like good and like well behaved and they do all their work all the time. And then there's the kind of teacher's pet who's actually the naughtiest kid in the class. And everyone's confused about why this is the teacher's pet. But it's it kind of becomes clear a little later on that that naughty kid had a heart of gold, if you will. Yeah, it was just always so kind and so funny. And I'm so grateful for the short few interactions I had with him.
Ebenhaezer, Ebs, the Devil, Dibakwane. I will remember you every time when we watch comedy. I will remember you every time at Namala stage and we share laughter, we make jokes. We will remember you every time when we reminisce about the past. We will remember you every time when we imagine what the future of comedy could be, what the future of comedy will be. Because that's how you have touched our lives, and that's how you have, that's the mark you've left. It's a big hole.
What to say about Ebenhaezer Dibakwane? I absolutely loved him as a comedian. He was always one of my favorites from the very first time I saw him. He had this amazing ability to do almost anti-comedy, like super meta, cerebral stuff, and this unique way of doing it in such a way that people who didn't necessarily appreciate that saw it and still found it funny, without realizing that there was a whole other layer to it, which I thought was spectacular. Over and above that, Eb was just the coolest person. He always made you think about things, see things in a different way, and made you feel good about yourself. He was just that guy that was, after you sat and had like a lunch or a drink or whatever with him, you left feeling better. So rest in peace, my brother. I hope you are in a better place.
Ebenhaezer Dibakwane, mfana waseBush, Mpulane. One of the things that I was jealous of ngaye Ebenhaezer ngokuthi Ebenhaezer bekanetinwele. Mina nginempandla. It was nice working with you, Panch. May your soul rest in peace, and condolences to the family and those who are close to the family.